Mark, obviously for Kyrie Irving, has found a home here in Dallas, and him coming up with a player option this upcoming summer, what does the future start to begin to potentially look like for Kyrie Irving as he continues his career with Dallas?
Yeah, look, I think we all know it. We all see it. It's an open secret how happy Kyrie Irving has been in Dallas, how happy the Mavericks have been with him, the partnership that was formed last season. They went all the way to the finals. But our friend Tim McMahon, he was on the Hoop Collective podcast Friday. They were actually doing a discussion about the top trios in the NBA, and Tim just started talking about Kyrie's future, so kind of brought some focus onto a subject that we really haven't talked about much. But what I wrote about Sunday, because this really hasn't been discussed either, Kyrie would only be he's not extension eligible until July. And first he would have to opt in to the final year of his contract by June 25th. But what it really means is, and look, those are just specifics. Either he opts in and extends on his current deal, or he opts out and does a new deal. It really is one or the other. The expectation around the league certainly is that Kyrie Irving is going to be here for the foreseeable future. Dallas is the home he has established. But what the contract stuff really underlines is just what a massive summer is coming up for Dallas. And obviously, we're not even 20 games into the season yet. And this is a team with high hopes for what it can do this season after going to the finals. But just, you do have to keep in the back of your mind what a huge offseason is forthcoming, because Luka is eligible for a contract extension that would be the largest contract in league history. It would replace the Tatum deal, a 5-year deal worth almost $350 million. Luka's going to be eligible for that in July. Plus, Kyrie Irving's future has to be sorted out as well, whether he opts in or opts out. And you would imagine that he's going to want an extension or a new deal, either one way or the other. He's going to want a multi-year deal and not go into next season just on the final year of his deal. So this offseason, again, the focus now, tomorrow, next month, January, for months ahead, is this season and what this team can achieve on the back of a trip to the NBA Finals. But you still have to remember, this upcoming summer, the two franchise guys, it's a huge summer, and we're talking many, many, many millions of dollars for new ownership. Patrick Dumont, I mean, these will be his checks now that he's writing. But again, Luka's up for a 3. I mean, these numbers are just going to keep going up every year. The next free agent and the next marquee free agent, that number is just going to keep rising.
Sure.
And Luka's up for what will be the first basically $350 million contract in league history. And like I said, a year or two later, someone else will pass it up.
Can I add a quick +1 to that? This summer, P.J. Washington is also extension eligible.
I'm about to say that, yep.
Daniel Gafford is also going to be entering the final year of his contract next year. And Maxi Kleber is going to be on an expiring contract. And the second apron is a very possible reality. Certainly the first apron. Some big decisions to make.
Quentin Grimes looking for a new deal.
RFA, yeah.
And that's saying, and we know that obviously the Dumont and Adelson families have all these resources, but this will really be the first time we see them and how they attack this and what kind of spending we're going to see. I mean, they love the core of this team. You don't really have that much flexibility to change it. So you would like to think they're bringing back everybody, whatever the bill is.
Kyrie Irving off to a spectacular start coming into tonight's game, averaging over 24 points per game, shooting over 52% from the field, shooting over what is nearly 48% from the three-point line. He's been spectacular offensively, really playing at an all-star-like level for the 32-year-old. So obviously for him, making a trip to the NBA Finals, having the kind of leadership role on this team that he has, but also the production that he continues to have, it has been fun to watch him be able to put it all together in what is an important year for him from a financial standpoint, but also when you start thinking about his long-term future as well and where he wants to retire and finish his career at. Dallas is in prime position. And this goes back to Nico Harrison taking the calculated risks to bring Kyrie Irving to this franchise, and Kyrie paying it off with his play on the floor, but also what he has been off the floor for this team as well, and the leadership and the culture building that he's helped put together for this Mavericks locker room. It's been a near perfect fit for him, and obviously his growth with Luka Doncic, a big reason why it feels like he needs to be here long-term for this team, given the success that they can believe that they can have with him remaining around here for the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's 32, he's 33 later this season. There's still plenty of the Kyrie Irving we saw tonight. You know, hopefully
Dirk was that age when they won the championship. Like, to give you an idea, like, you know.
Yeah, smaller guard, but one of the best shooters alive. I think absolutely this is, you know, I hope he retires in Dallas. You know, I hope that this last arc of his career is everything that he wants it to be, because he's a player I very much enjoy watching.
He's so much fun to watch, man.
Yeah.
He's just so much fun to watch. He's just so much. I mean, I've said it so many times. It really is just a.
We'll say it one more time.
It is a pleasure to watch him play basketball every night. You know, he like a big, huge common complaint from even people who love basketball, and trust me, I love basketball. But a big complaint from a lot of basketball fans, a lot of NBA fans, diehard fans that live and breathe this thing, is that the stars just don't care. The stars are just mailing it in and skipping games and just complaining all the time, and they're flopping all over the place, and Kyrie doesn't do any of that.
You saw tonight how much he cares.
Yes.
The dude is sick.
He is barely able to move.
Yeah, he's
sick
and
with
for
it,
three
though.
quarters, he didn't have it, and he found it.
And he treats every game like a blank canvas that he can use to express himself. You know, it is art whenever he's out there. He's creating something. He's doing things that no one has ever even tried before. Every single player on the court loves him. There's a meme of me getting this close to my laptop so I could read what he wrote on an autographed jersey he gave to Peyton Watson after beating the Nuggets, and Watson liked it so much he took it to the press conference with him. Like, opponents, teammates alike, idolize the guy. Like, he brings that out in everybody, you know, and that is that dichotomy, you know, for as many fans that kind of complain about Luka's demeanor at times and attitude and how much he complains and stuff. Like, Kyrie just is so unfazed all the time. He just has this very calming, galvanizing effect on everybody, and he does incredibly cool stuff. And he's a great shooter. Like, he's just so much fun to watch.
We all silly like the mayor.